Sarmiento, and I'm going to talk about how to learn the system of a language. First of all, we're going to talk about what is a language. Language is a system of communication based upon words and the combination of words into sentences that can create a communication, and it can be referred as linguistics. It is exclusively for human person only. Then, to understand the language, I'm going to talk about the linguistic knowledge, the knowledge of the sounds, and the knowledge of the meaning of words. For them, I'm going to talk about linguistic knowledge. This characteristic is when you know a language and you can speak and be understood by others who know the language. You have the emissor and the one that receives the information, the receptor. Okay. Then we have the knowledge of the sound system. This includes knowing which sound may start a word and follow each other. So I think, and I suppose that it is like the way that you do the sentence. Then we have the knowledge of the meaning of words. In this part, we have to know the sounds and sound patterns in our language that constitutes only one part of our linguistic knowledge. Knowing a language is knowing that certain sound sequence signifies certain concepts of meaning. To understand more, I try to do some more visual chart or mind map to be more specific, to be more focused on something. Then we're going to knowing knowledge. It divides in three: the linguistic knowledge, the knowledge of the sound system, and the knowledge of the meaning of words. Then the linguistic knowledge goes to the, we refers to four things. These are the syntax, phonetics, phonology, and morphology. Then, if we are going to talk about the knowledge of the sound of system, we refers to the names of places of articulations. And last but not least, we have the knowledge of the meaning that goes with the suffix and prefix that can change the meaning of a word. In the name of places of articulations, we have the voice and the voiceless words. Now, I'm going to talk about the properties of language. The properties of language are 8. The first one is displacement, that is to be able to refer to the past and future time and to other locations. It allows users of language to talk about things and events that happened previously or in the future. The next one, we have the arbitrariness. Human language, the form, sound, and meaning, the concept of a word have arbitrarity, random relationship. In this part, the society gives the meaning of the things in our word. Okay, next one please. The productivity. It's an aspect of the language that is linked to the fact that the potential number of utterances in any human language is infinite. So, as I understood, productivity is the words that we can talk and we can produce about something. Then we have the cultural transmission, and it refers that some cultural, it's passed by generation to another generation and so on. The next one please. Then we have the discreteness. In this, I understood that the discreteness is the sound of a unique word or letter. So the letter only has a sound, a unique sound. You cannot go with another similar sound of the words or the letters. Okay? Then we have the duality vocal auditory channel. Well, this goes to according to the place where we were born. So in this case, we are talking about the place where you were born. That's where you have the like an accent or another kind of things over there. The next one, please. The reciprocity, to show empathy and interest on the dialogue or communication about something else. Then we have the specialization. When you get something, you specialize and focus in something like translator or writers. The rapid fade is as soon as you talk, as soon as I talk to you, with you, the language disappears. And the branches of the language are phonetics and phonology. It goes with pronunciation, intonation, and stress. The phonetics studies the pronunciation, how the language sounds, and the phonology, how you write the words, describe the organization of a sound system. The minimal unit of a sound is called a morpheme. All the vowels and consonants are classified as voiced and voiceless. Okay, as I told you, each letter has a discrete sound. We have the voice sounds and the voiceless sounds. The voice sounds are when the throat vibrates, and the voiceless sounds is when the vibration doesn't happen in your throat. The grapheme and the morpheme. We have the grapheme, that is the letter of the alphabet, the written representation about that, and then we have the phonemes, that how it sounds, how you can listen to that. We have the phonology, that is the study of how sounds are organized and used in natural languages. And we have the segmental and the suprasegmental division or types. The segmental describes the phonema of a language and the way they combine, and the suprasegmental describes the units, the phonema, rhythms, groups, and intonation phrases. Oh. Then we have the phoneme. It is a distinctive sound in a language capable of creating a distinction in meaning between two words. Then we have the vowels and the consonants. You know the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and the consonants, the other letters of the alphabet. Then we have the definition of morphology, that is the morph is form and ology is the study of something. So we're going to study the form of the sentences, languages, words. Okay, words. Okay, words, as I told you, is the minimal part of the language. The morpheme is the word that have or had structure. Then we have the smallest meaningful units of the grammar are the morpheme and the words. Then we have the affixes. This is no. Then we have the affixes. So it divides into the prefix and the suffixes, and it depends how you want to say. So you have a word like happy over there. Then if you put on, it's another meaning. Happy is for joy, for being happy. And unhappy is the negative form of happy. And the suffix that you have is like able. You have capable, and then you have capable, it's another suffix. Okay, the next one please. The lexical part derivation change from one category to another, and we're going to have the verb plus able. It says like an adjective, change to an adjective. And we have the compound and multi-compound words, that there are 2 or 3 words from only one word. Okay, then we're going to talk about the word formation processes, and we have 6 types of word formation. The first one is the derivation, that is a new word is created from a base through the addition of an affix, as I told you before. Then we have the blending, that is smoke, it becomes from smoke plus fuck and goes small. Then we have the clipping, that is, you have a word and then you can do like a single word. Then we have the conversion, that the word means another thing. The word means another thing. You have the one word and then you use it in another sentence and then it has another meaning. Then we have the acronyms, and it's only the first letter of an organization. And then you can do like this: ONU, OTAN, UNICEF. We have the first letter of the organization. Then we have the additional formation. It divides in conage and borrowings. The conage is the innovation of words, like zipper. And then we have the borrowing, that it's a word from another language, like toilette en français. Okay, and we have another examples. So, the inflection is a morphological process that modifies a word from in order to make the grammatical subclass. What is the meaning of subclass? It's from singular to plural, from natural to third person, from present to past, from normal verb to gerund, or from comparative to superlative. And the possessive is also an inflection that ends with ed, ing, er, est, or e. Well, ly. Okay, now we're going to talk about syntax. Is the grammar, structure, or order of the elements in a language statement is written and its punctuation. Then we have the descriptive analysis, that it is divided in three kinds, or three types. That are simple sentence, compound sentence, sentences, and complex sentences. The simple sentence is only subject plus verb plus complement. The compound sentences are subject plus verb plus complement, and a conjunction, and another sentence, subject, verb, and complement. And then we have the dependent and independent clauses. The constituent is the same as sentences. Is one or two or more grammatical units that enters syntactically or morphologically into a construction at any level. We have the noun phrase and the verb phrase, verbal phrase. And then we have the analytical analysis. Here we have a sentence that is, they are in newspapers too. We're going to classify the sentence as I will show you. They is a noun, are is a verb, in is a preposition, newspaper is a noun, and two is a modifier. These two, the noun and the modifier, are a noun phrase. Then we have the noun of they and are, we have a verbal phrase, and then we have the preposition over here. Then we have the noun phrase and the preposition are a noun phrase too, and then we have the verbal phrase. These two are a sentence. And my conclusion for this is that by studying the system of a language can become an expert in any language, be a better teacher for your students, specialize yourself in any other field of the language like translation, or why not to be a great writer. Thank you so much. Bye.